Hi, I'm Jennifer Rafferty and I'm here to talk you through an audit conducted of Yorkshire tea. Yorkshire tea is made by Taylors of Harrogate, a third generation Yorkshire family business born in 1886. They had their most successful year on record last year, topping £200 million in profit. They continue to grow in the competitive UK black tea market, owning the biggest share of it with 28%. Upon reflection of an audit carried out on them, the use of macro-analysis showed that they're not fair trade, although their tea leaves are sustainably sourced from Rainforest Alliance accredited farms. Despite this, tea plantations do cause deforestation, which alarms a lot of environmentalists. Global warming experts have also predicted that tea leaves will not be able to grow in Kenya, where more than half of Yorkshire tea's leaves are grown, in 50 years' time. They could also be at risk of price inflation. This will be due to Brexit, as there are no secure trade deals in place. Microanalysis and the use of Porter's 5 forces and a SWOT analysis showed that there is a high threat of new entry, as weight loss teas, green teas and fruit teas have taken off on Instagram and other social media platforms. Their booming success means that less and less millennials and younger markets are drinking black tea. This is also an issue, as Yorkshire tea have a lack of diverse products, with only 7 varieties of black tea and no fruit or green options, unlike their closest rivals PG Tips, who they just overtook in the latter part of this year to become the top shareholders of the UK market. Coffee is also a massive issue for tea. It's taken off massively. It can be drunk hot and cold, and there are outlets selling it everywhere. A lot of these outlets, such as Starbucks, Costa and Cafe Nero, do not sell a lot of tea. The tea they do sell tends to be Twinings, which is another high competitor in the tea market. Taylors, however, Yorkshire Tea's sister company, do have a coffee outlet. They specialise in their own coffee bags, which are brewed slightly like tea, and also other products. They do, it must be mentioned, have fruit tea options available, but this doesn't necessarily come from the Yorkshire Tea family. Going back to the diverse products, they need more of the lack of diverse products. They need more of a dialogue with customers. They already have this, but they need to attract a younger crowd. So at the minute they've got a dialogue on Twitter and other social media platforms with baby boomers, but they need Generation Z and millennials to be engaged with them online. Yorkshire Tea have opted for an aggressive marketing strategy with a push on televised adverts that coincide with digital and social media activity. Their presence at events such as the Tour de Yorkshire and the Tour de France, with promotional packs reintroduce them on a global stage where they already have a presence. They've also partnered with several celebrities for endorsement and sports teams, and there's been a big push on advertising, with their aim being to celebrate tea instead of forgetting about it. SWOT analysis showed strong brand value, strong shared leadership style amongst CEOs with more than one person at the helm, but the threat of losing a young market due to, once again, their lack in a range of products. Following on from SWOT analysis, a TOE's recommendations led to the following. Yorkshire Tea should work on developing new blends. This would not be a whole new product development, as they already have training schemes in place, so they would just have to add another module onto that for their tea buyers. It should not be an unattainable goal. These is to release a green or fruit tea blend that would open them up to the millennial market and should try secure them some sales for the future. Before Brexit officially happens, they should also try and secure some fair trade deals to run alongside their current accredited farms. This would lower the risk of import costs rising, but heighten the risk of upsetting current suppliers who they've been with for several years. Although they already have a strong online presence, they should develop a social media presence with the younger clientele I mentioned before. This could be the use of memes, more of a Twitter dialogue, or social media stories on Instagram, thus putting Yorkshire Tea off the radar with them where they're not currently known. It'll drive sales with the market. They should also advertise some promotions on their social media sites so that people don't only see these when they go into big outlets and supermarkets that stock the products. Following these recommendations on a short-term basis, Yorkshire Tea should be able to get in there with the millennials and stay there with the boomers.